What's going on, sports fans, and welcome to the beginning of a brand new work week. So exciting, right? I am Charles Taylor, and I am the host of this Breath of Fresh Air Shorty. And on this one, we're going to talk about my favorite NFL team. That would be the San Francisco 49ers, of course. Now, for those of y'all who might be new to this show, I've been a 49ers fan for as long as I can remember. So I have been with them through the up years and some of these recent down years as well. And if you don't believe me, go ahead, check out some of the shows we have done on this page. By the way, when you guys do go to that page, smash that subscribe button and let us know how we're doing, good, bad, or indifferent. But get back onto the 49ers. I've been a fan of theirs for as long as I can remember. My dad is a big 49ers fan, and I guess I just wanted to root for everything that he was rooting for at the time. So I continued to stay with that tradition, and here I am, still a 49ers fan, and it's starting to pay off finally. Now, of course, we had the 80s that had happened where the 49ers had won those Super Bowl titles in the 80s. They were the team of the 80s. And they have 5 Super Bowls altogether. Unfortunately, they're tied with the Dallas Cowboys for second on that Super Bowl list. Of course, the New England Patriots and Pittsburgh Steelers have 6, and they lead the pack. But as for the 49ers, we went through a couple of lean years after the Jim Harbaugh coaching experience where we were able, I say we like I played for the team, but they made the Super Bowl in 2012, lost to the Baltimore Ravens 34-31 in that Super Bowl. So after that happened and made the NFC Championship game, lost to the Seattle Seahawks in 2013, and we haven't been to the playoffs since. So it's been really tough the last few years, but now the team is starting to get together and they are looking nasty. I'm not talking any mess yet, but they are looking very good. Yesterday, they beat the Carolina Panthers, and this is a good Carolina Panthers team, but the 49ers beat them 51-13, where they were able to showcase everything. This might be the most complete team in the NFC right now, maybe in the NFL. Now, I'm not saying they're going to go and win the Super Bowl yet. I'm not going to be like the Dallas Cowboys fans and say we're going to the Super Bowl after one victory over garbage teams. Sorry, y'all can come at me if you want to, Dallas fans. But I'm not going to be that way. I know it's a season, things have to play out. But I love what I am seeing from the 49ers right now. You have the defense playing at an all-world level, led by the defensive end, Nick Bosa, just wrecking defensive game plans. He had an interception. He had 3 sacks yesterday. Just making all kinds of plays back there in the backfield. And Kyle Allen, the quarterback for the Panthers, probably going to see him in his sleep. But you have other guys like DeForest Buckner stepping up, Quan Alexander at the linebacking spot, and in the secondary, you have Jimmy Ward playing well at the safety spot, and Richard Sherman is looking like the Richard Sherman a lot of people got to know in his days with the Seattle Seahawks. But the defense is flying around, they're looking nasty. The defensive coordinator, Robert Saleh, when you look at him, you think he's playing with them, he's hyped up with them. It just looks like they're just having fun, just playing with reckless abandon. And then on offense, the running game is killing it. Tevin Coleman, who the 49ers picked up from the Atlanta Falcons this offseason or last offseason, had 4 touchdowns. Only Jerry Rice had 4 touchdowns in a game for 49ers in the history. So Tevin Coleman ran for 3 touchdowns, had 1 receiving, and he is part of a very good running game that has a lot of running backs in it. Matt Breida is a good running back there too. Mozart is another one who had a pretty big game. I think it was in the second week of the season in Cincinnati. So they're loaded in the running back field. George Kittle, beast at tight end. Offensive line is good. And Jimmy Garoppolo, is staying upright on offense. Now, Of course, he has to be able to stay healthy and he has to clean up a few things because he can throw an interception or two in some games. But if he's able to continue to improve, man, look out. So, again, I love what I'm seeing from my team, the 49ers, but I'm not going to make any type of predictions about them going to the Super Bowl. One of the main reasons why is because the NFC is wide open right now. You have a lot of good teams in the NFC. The Green Bay Packers, they're sitting at 7-1, and for those of y'all who have watched this show over the years, you know how big of a fan I am of Aaron Rodgers. If you have that man, and this still stays true today, I think you saw yesterday in the game in Kansas City what this man is capable of doing and still doing. When you have that man as your quarterback, you are always in the game. No matter who they're playing, no matter how they're doing at the time. The Packers are always in the game because they have Aaron Rodgers as their quarterback. And the way he is playing right now, particularly in the last couple of weeks, the game last week against the Oakland Raiders and this game in Kansas City against the Chiefs on Sunday night, that man is still very, very dangerous. So the Packers are sitting at 7-1. They're looking pretty good as well. And the New Orleans Saints, they're also sitting at 7-1. Those guys are looking really good. They just got Drew Brees back, and all he did was come in and throw for 373 yards and 3 touchdowns in a game against the Arizona Cardinals, coming back from a thumb injury. So the Saints, they're very good defensively as well, and they have one of the best coaches in the league in Sean Payton. So those are just two of the teams that can rise up and make it to the Super Bowl in the NFC. So the 49ers still have a lot of work. They're going to have to go to New Orleans and also to Baltimore to play the Ravens later on in the season, along with games against Seattle. They have to play Seattle twice, and they have to see the Rams again. And I expect the Rams to be a little bit better. Yes, we got them 20-7 at their spot, but sorry about that. Had a sneeze. My bad. But the Rams, I expect them to be a little bit better as well. So we're going to pump the brakes on this. I'm very happy. Again, just to top it off, I'm very happy from what I'm seeing from the 49ers. And this is actually beyond what I was expecting. I was just hoping to make a playoff run. But right now, they are looking very good. They look like they're clicking on all cylinders. Kyle Shanahan, as the head coach, has them playing at a very high level. So hopefully it continues throughout the season. I'm not making any projections. I'm not saying they're going to go to the Super Bowl. They're going to go to the NFC Championship game. I'm not going to say anything like that. I'm going to sit back and I'm going to watch. But right now, I'm a very happy 49er fan. Well, that's what I'm breathing on for today. Y'all make sure y'all go on to the BOFA YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button when y'all can and let us know how we're doing. And we will talk to you later on this week. Oh yeah, Patrick should be back with a Shortie as well. So I have to see what he's talking about. But other than that, everybody take care. Have a good week.